Well, I recently met with students and parents and educators back home in Seattle to talk about gun violence, and parents who worry, what if it's my kid's school next at the bus stop, and kids who are familiar with school shooter drills at recess and lunch, and teachers who wanted so badly for us here in Congress to know that they wear a lanyard around their neck, not a holster on their hip. Every community wants an end to gun violence. That is so clear. Now, of course, this bill doesn't do everything we need, not by a mile. We all understand this is a compromise. But make no mistake, the extreme option, the most unacceptable option, is for us to do nothing. Is for us to bury 19 kids and 2 teachers and go right back to business as usual. That's why doing something matters. Thanks to Senator Murphy's leadership, Congress is doing something. We are going to pass several really meaningful steps that help address gun violence and will save lives. This will be the most comprehensive gun safety legislation we have passed in decades, and we're going to pass it this week. Helping states implement the red flag laws, strengthening background checks on buyers under the age of 21, finally closing the boyfriend loophole to keep guns out of the hands of domestic abusers. That is progress, and that matters. And importantly, we will invest in mental health to address the mental health crisis our country is facing and make sure people that everywhere, including survivors of gun violence, can get the care they need. These are good mental health investments that will help people, and I hope to build on them in the bipartisan mental health package that Senator Burr and I are negotiating right now. But the gun violence crisis is a gun problem, not a mental health problem, or a school problem for that matter, especially when mass shootings happen in so many other places, in stores and concerts and houses of worship, even in health centers. This is a gun problem, plain and simple, and the answer is not to arm teachers or put guns in the classroom. That's why I'm so glad we could secure a prohibition on using federal education dollars to purchase guns or to train educators in their use. It's just common sense. Now this week, we are going to take our first meaningful steps we've ever taken on gun violence in decades, and that's good. But we are going to keep pushing for the kind of common sense gun safety reforms we know that the American people support. But we're not going to stay stuck on square one any longer. We're not going to keep just spinning our wheels. We are not going to keep families waiting for Congress to do something. This week we are going to do something. We're going to pass legislation that will help save lives. Thank you.